Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's Sunday on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Undefeated. So y'all, before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome awards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming not safe for work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Nothing I do will be good enough for the Commissioner. I guess that's a running theme for me, huh? Bruce and I will figure something out. I don't have much of a choice. I'll have to come up with something soon. But for now, I should rest. Redline settles back into place, rolling over again. He's smiling. I rest my snout against the nape of his neck and let his fur guide me to sleep. Good night, Red. Hope your dream is good. So it took some convincing, but we finally managed to get you up on stage. Took you long enough. What did he play? Keyboard. That actually makes sense. I always saw you as a bass man. And I was on drums? A big mean brute like you, of course. Anyways, we're about to start playing and one of the stage lights goes out. I was getting all pumped and I looked up and the light that went out was falling. I couldn't move fast enough, but Bruce dove in and pushed me out of the way right before it landed on me. You're welcome. My hero. He reaches over and hugs Bruce, the dino flexing his massive bicep with a cheesy grin. Don't sweat it, kid. I'll put it on your tab. I don't have a tab. What? First I graciously appear in your dream that I saved you from a falling amp or whatever? And we managed to win first prize at the talent show? I was expecting a cut of the cash at the very least. I told you we needed the money to save the rec center. There's nothing I could cut for you. Shit, I just kicked the mayor's ass, easy as pie. Everybody was spending breakfast regaling his dream from last night to us. Apparently he had to form a band to save a rec center from some disgruntled old mayor. Here in reality, Bruce decided to join us for breakfast. For once, he didn't even drag his friend group over to sit next to us. He's here on his own. It's pretty refreshing to be able to sit and chat unbothered by some random assholes. Kinda sucks you had me on drums, though. Typecasting hurts us all. Don't blame me. Dream Bruce was a natural. I bet you did one of those cool stick twirly things. Actually, that sounds badass. Yeah, I'm kinda jealous. Maybe you can play drums with me. We can't have everyone play drums. Three drum sets would probably kick ass. I'm pretty sure I've seen videos of a bunch of people slamming drums together. That's not gonna win us first prize in the talent contest. Maybe we can all do vocals and guitar instead. I can try to bang out the tunes on the keyboard if you want to swap. Why don't I get to swap? Because you get to do the twirly stick things. Now I can't stop thinking about learning how to twirl drumsticks. Any shot we can get some mail down here? Oh, good morning, all. I'm excited to announce the next set of fights. These will be taking place next weekend. We all stop what we're doing. Another set of fights already? So you know. We all stop what we're doing. Another set of fights already? Theodore lists off a number of fighters. 10 fights in total. So it's not just an emergency roster change. This is a whole card. And finally, we have another challenge for the heavyweight championship. Bruce will be facing off against Alexander. Our fight was just last night. We have another one scheduled in 2 weeks. Bruce and I sure look, then trudge up to the stage and do that whole song and dance. He doesn't give any kind of big speech despite the crowd going crazy for him. I got a few people call out some questions, some of them directed at me. I think it's best if I don't answer them. I don't want to get tied up in my words, and I definitely don't want to get Bruce in any trouble. We make our way back to the table, and Redline looks nervous. Thankfully, the cafeteria has gone back to its normal amount of hubbub. Kind of a quick turnaround. No shit, last night was the most I've been hit in a fight in a few months, and they already got you going again in 2 weeks. I thought it was supposed to be once a month. It's not supposed to be anything. But you heard the fights for the next card, right? We're not the only ones fighting again in 2 weeks, and some of them won't be fully healed by the time next Friday comes around. I thought the special medicine would speed that up. Bruce rolls his eyes. Sure, but their bodies probably aren't going to be very keen on getting pumped full of meds every week. They're upping the pace fast. More fights means more sponsors and more money. You can tune a car to make it perform better, but over time it's going to burn through your engine. And if these guys don't get a break to actually heal... Red and I share a nervous glance. Are you going to be okay? I'm not sure. I still don't know how we're supposed to fool the Commissioner. I hear something slam down on the table, and all three of us whip around to find the source. Hearing sounds like that usually imply a fight is about to break out, but the usual ruckus accompanied by a fight isn't happening. I see a crowd of people surrounding one end of the table and people cheering? You guys hear that? Yeah, it's probably nothing. Their voices are getting louder, but still no fight. You want to check it out? Might as well. We get up and deposit our trays, wandering closer to the commotion. Slam! Another set of cheers. The crowd is growing larger now. Cole is sitting at a table surrounded by a bunch of men, most of which are Bruce-sized except for the man across from him. Ah, hello there. Oh, the rat from a few months ago. He and Cole are arm wrestling, with everyone else around cheering for Cole, it seems. Another slam. Cole jeers at the crowd. The crowd cheers. The rat recoils, clutching his hand and wincing. Ha! What's that? 3-0? Yeah, it is. Can I go now? Pussing out on me already? Bitches like you always talk a big game. The rat grumbles under his breath. I didn't say anything. Picking on the runts again, Cole? I thought you had better shit to do. Hey, easy, Brucey. It wasn't in self-defense. He was trying to steal my food. What else was I supposed to do? So you opted to hold hands with him. Real cute. Nah, just teaching the little creep a lesson. Like this. Cole lunges for the rat's hand, opting to slam it down again. He helps out as it lands against the table and pulls away, stepping back from the table. Alright, looks like the pussy's out. Who else wants some? How about you, fuckhole? Cole jabs a finger toward Redline, who starts giggling. It's his nervous giggle, though. I step in front of him, but then Bruce steps in front of me. He's a bit preoccupied. You really like pushing the little guys around, yeah? Come on, man. I thought you of all people would know how fun it is. If they wouldn't want to get picked on, they should prove us wrong, huh? Survival of the fittest and all. His lips peel into a sleazy grin. Bruce's face doesn't change. Sure, survival of the fittest. Bruce sits down, propping his elbow up on the table. Cole hesitates. Come on, Bruce. You want the whole crew to watch you get bodied? He just holds steady, glaring through Cole. His claws flex and relax slowly. Cole's taking a little bit too long to react, and the crowd is getting antsy. After enough cajoling, Cole laughs some more, shaking his arms out. Don't go using your claws, big guy. I know you like to scratch shit up with them. Bruce says nothing. I've seen your room, Bruce. You just drag those claws around everywhere you go. He takes Bruce's hand in his. And start! Immediately, Cole's expression tightens up. His teeth grit and his arm flexes. It looks like Bruce is squeezing his hand dangerously hard. A growl bubbles up from Cole's throat. It looks like he's trying to grip Bruce's hand just as tight, but Bruce doesn't even flinch. The champ's expression is steadfast, and I can see his bicep tense in response, forcing more groans from Cole. The fuck's your problem, man? Problem? Nah, no problem here. Why, you upset? Bruce speaks quiet, with a bit of gravelly snarl lying underneath. Cole, on the other hand, lets out another half growl, half whine. Come on, Cole, you were winning just a second ago. Their hands slowly start to lower, with Bruce's on top. Cole lets out a desperate groan. Easy, big guy. If you don't want to lose, just prove me wrong. Survival of the fittest, right? Fuck off! Cole tugs his arm, but Bruce's hand keeps it in place. Oh no, you ain't gonna quit on me like that, Cole. Come on, show me how a real man does it. The wolf's grunts are getting louder, more desperate, more scared. I just love how his whole look is, I'm a fucking douchebag. Is it the little mustache? It's gotta be the mustache. It's just like, no offense, if your mustache is like that, fine, but for his particular physique and for his particular look, it really makes him look like an asshole. The wolf's grunts are getting louder, more desperate, more scared. Bruce, on the other hand, is letting their hands hover less than an inch from the table. Let's count it down together, alright? 3, 2, 1. The little crowd gathered around joins in, cheering and laughing as Bruce lowers the backside of Cole's hand onto the table. The two break their grip, and immediately Cole puts his back, clutching his damaged paw to his chest. What the fuck is wrong with you? With me? I just challenged a guy in my own weight class. I thought it would have been a breeze for a tough guy like you. Maybe next time think about who you're fucking with. He smiles and claps Cole on the shoulder, who shunts it away. The wolf trudges out of the cafeteria, followed by a few cronies. Bruce drops back down in the seat and claps his hands together. 1 second. I need some coffee. Alright, who's next? I'll try not to break anyone's hands. A few people cheer, but some others break off, separating to arm wrestle each other instead. A big dragon sits down across from him, and then they start to go at it. What do you think, Red? Redline has moved from behind to stand next to me as he watched Cole's destruction. He shifts nervously. I don't know, I might just go. His voice trails off, so I reach across his shoulders to pat him gently. I always wonder, what does his shirt mean? I'm curious. How about you and me try it then? Cole called him fuckhole again in front of everyone. It might do him some good to get away from the crowd. I take him by the hand and lead him away from Bruce. We sit down at our table, but he still looks nervous. I lean in. We'll be alright, it's just you and me. His tail starts to wag. Good. Alright, you ready? My elbow props up on the table and Red gets a cheeky smile on his face. I don't know, Zan. Bruce wouldn't have been able to handle me, so this might be dangerous for you. See? I was gonna say the exact same thing. I'll be a warm-up for you. He takes my hand. My face gets hot. Oh, hand-holding, you filthy degenerates. Do you know anything about, like, professional arm wrestling? I think they have some kind of gripping rod or something. Maybe we can just hold on to the table. Xander, I never thought you would stoop to cheating. I need all the help I can get against you. We laugh, and his giggle trails out. It's infectious. We've been holding hands for a little bit. Maybe we should start. Ready? Yeah! And go! We both start pushing our hands down at the same time. I don't want to give it all I have right from the start. I need to pace myself. Red's also grabbing onto the edge of the table, his toned arm flexing in hopes of taking me down. He's really strong, but I've known that from how often we train. He's a menace on the mats. I have a hard time keeping up with him there. In a battle of sheer strength, I might be able to overpower him. I turn up the gas, making sure to keep my wrist straight as our hands slowly push to the left. Ha! Fuck! To my surprise, I'm actually managing to overpower Redline ever so slightly. I grip the table as well. The instant my grip almost slips up, Red's attempt to gain any ground back was lost and was re-entered as stalemate. We re-entered a stalemate. Only for a few seconds, though. Red grunts and groans, letting out a few exhausted gasps to escape as he tries to fight back. I tense up, hoping he'll wear himself out with every little push of extra energy. Even if I'm not gaining ground, I can still hold fast and let him waste energy. Just a few more seconds. Watch him grit his teeth and suck some air in, and when I feel a break in the pressure, slam! Both of us are shocked with how loud it was, and Red winces a little before pulling his hand back. Shit, sorry! I thought it said Zalander. Okay. Fuck, that was awesome! His tail stopped wagging when he was focused, but now it's back in full force. Even faster than before. Red shakes his hand out. I thought it would have been close, but that was a steamroll! Heh, come on, it could have been a one-time thing. I feel my face go red at this compliment. He props his elbow up and grabs my hand again, making my face burn a little brighter. Let's go again! It takes me a moment to get ready. I wasn't expecting how intense arm wrestling is on my grip. I'd probably have to do a lot of training if I tried to make this a regular thing. Redline and I do a few more matches, with me winning all of them before Bruce saunters back to our table. Alright, who do I get to face? Me! Him. Ha! I thought you won your matches, Zan. He did! But my hand hurts. Yeah, that'll happen. Stripes here doesn't know his own strength. That's true. He looks proud. Just make sure to only use it for good, yeah? No promises. Bruce laughs and I glance at my phone. It's almost the end of breakfast. Not to be that guy, but it's getting late. We should probably head out. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Lucky wants you boys bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in class today. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout-out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silvermoon. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Amr. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names and credits, get access to not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!